So guys, as we promised, we are doing volume 77 at Albert Falls in Natal. Benny?
Oh, what experience. I don't know if I'm ready for this because I've heard a few things. Fish spawning, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Crocs, I'm not fond of.
That's less fun.
Yeah, that's less, but I can wrestle them. The next one. Pythons. Explain to me what's python. What does python mean?
Python is a very strong word for a very large snake. And then we've got something that's very powerful.
Yeah, the most powerful thing
on this part of the country, in this dam. We've got a yellow bag, SUPERCAST bag. So it must be powerful for them to bring it to Albert. But less talk, more do. Let's do.
Net maar doen.
Right, people, it's a promise that we made. We here at Albert Falls in Natal. I'm gonna ask the boys here now, on which side are we? I've never ever in my life been to this dam. I've fished all the dams around it. Albert Falls has always escaped me, and I knew my friends like Sasha and Braylon that they fish this dam quite a lot. The dam has come up a huge amount. I mean, Braylon, you spoke about a river that was in front of us.
Yeah. Beginning of the year, there was down on the opposite bank. There was a small stream that ran through, and now the water's pushed up right up 95% at the moment.
Shucks, believe that. Fish are in the shallows. They're spawning, makes it lekker. So, can I introduce my people to you, Sash and Rupan?
Absolute pleasure, Schalk.
Ex-compadre. I must tell this tale. He fished with me in the Tri-Nations, and I made the biggest mistake, and I thought lekker, but this is nice and cruising. And I didn't knew that Sashin could actually fish. He really is a good fisherman.
Thank you.
And then Braylon, our youngster, up and coming.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for the time, and no introduction. Bennie Stein, you'll ken hom almal. So, boys, what's on the charge for today?
Well, like Schalk, like you said, the water's come up quite a bit in the last couple of days. We've had lots of rains, and I think the gods have blessed us with some beautiful weather. We've had lots and lots of rainy days, lots of rain, and we've come to a new dam today because it's not what we normally recognize.
So it's new for you as well.
Absolutely,
it is.
Absolutely. And coupled with the tons of spawning fish on the side, I think it's going to make for a very, very interesting day. We out at Albert Falls at Kailami Bay, which is a bank that's normally reserved for club angling and competitions.
Okay.
So we out with the guys from SUPERCAST, and I'm sure we're going to have a lekker day.
Kailami Bay, you say?
Yes, Kailami Bay.
Not the racetrack.
Not a racetrack.
Hopefully.
You'll see me racing today if I see one of those long worms of you that actually isn't a worm.
You call it a python.
Then I'll be on Kailami.
And a few crocs around as
And a
well.
couple crocs.
Guys, please give us some pointers. What can we do?
Okay, well, I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge with the fish spawning. So we got to find a pattern, which we will all do different things through the day, and see what works the best. I think it's common for us to devise a game plan, and I think we'll look at each other just to try to see what plan works the best. But as a general rule for Albert Falls, I mean, your standard floaties, honey, banjo, legend floaty, plain white floats, that is stock standard and a must-have in your box. You know, in the SUPERCAST product, it's always on top of the list. In terms of flavors, there's a few of my favorites, and I'm sure Braylon's gonna give a few of his. But Parabay Legend, it's with FX. I mean, the 310ers, it's something that we fish throughout South Africa, in and out.
They sing everywhere.
In and out of South Africa, and that is my all-time favorite. Joanna is another winner in this stem. And then your basic stuff, I mean, banjo, Kiana, colder times, a little bit of sniper. So it's the favorites and everybody's top 10.
Lekker.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So with there being a lot of tilapia in the shallows and the carp, these past few weeks, a lot of your sweeter dips have been working. Your banjo, your banjis, your strawberry special, your Spider-Man, your quattro. A lot of your sweeter dips and your floaties, like your Studdersford floats, and your banji floats.
All right.
Either with a kariba behind one, or a small dough, or just a floaty on its own, just to find what the fish are wanting on the day. And once you find that, you will catch a decent bag of fish here.
Now guys, for you guys out there, the Afrikaans people, tilapia is 'n kurper. En ek sien baie uit dan al Bennels het nogal gevra kan ons een van hulle eet. So ek weet nou nie of dit 'n grap was.
Nee, tilapia is tilapia. Jy kan hom eet.
Boys,
Dis 'n seevis. Dis nie by die see nie.
let's fish. Let's get this on the roll. It's already 20 to 9.
Wow.
So let's start rolling, eh?
Ja. Hey, number 12.
It's number 12. Number 12, just outside. Alright guys, now the reason for me using this as my number 7, it's Kiana, is when fish are spawning and that fresh water comes in, they tend to enjoy the musk flavor. So that's the reason for me going to a thing like Kiana. You'll see there. I'm not a big dipper, like you can see, so 2 little stripes like that. And you know what I did even go and buy yesterday was my custard powder. I enjoy custard powder, it's my fairy dust, so I'm just gonna get that. Alright, so as you can see, it's still very full. What I then do is just take it, shake it in the fairy dust, and that's my makeup anywhere I go. Jo, another. Dink jy kan hom so ver gooi? Ja, nee, daar nee, hulle wys my. Hy is 100% perfect. Alright, now that's not a big cast. I would say around about 100, 105. And the reason for that being is as you can see there, the trees are sticking out. So I try to stay in that line. The reason for that being is I would think that there's a little bit of a reach there that drops down there, and the carp will come up and down on that reach.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is just to do another type of bait presentation, not the normal one. We don't know nothing about the dam, and there's so many species here, and yeah, so it's worth a try. Let's do the dough as long as possible.
Verkeerde een van die verkeer is.
Okay,
so a bit of paint, like you can see, and that's what I am going to do. Maybe we must add a bit of fluoro. And obviously it will be tracer. I don't know if they even know what tracer is in this dam. That's a nice spirits with a lot of fluoro. Yeah, you'll see. I don't know what Bennie did here, but it looks like something that mustn't go further. So I think the fish is going to bite it just to get it out of the water, because they're scared maybe this thing implants here and then becomes a problem or something.
I'm thinking out of the box, totally out of the box. Let me catch something on this and you're going to swallow your words.
I will.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to switch this rod. I want to cast this one in the shallows here. This one is already in the line, like I said, with the trees. If I can just, yeah. So this one I'm just going to do here between here and the tree to see if we can't catch some of these fish in the shallows. Right? Please. Do it again.
This is my first fish. I think I have to just check the time that we've had to leave it on for. Got it on Parabe with a little bit of Kiana. Banjo floaty, white dough, and a plain float with the white dough. It makes you feel the head shakes. Is that the tilapia or?
No, I get
Big shot.
worried. I get worried because of these things bite the hook lines.
Yeah,
Especially when we're fishing now, 7-pound hook lines.
tilapia definitely. Violent head shakes, yeah?
It's a very nice red bird. It's a really sticking out.
Thank you.
Well done. You look in the bag here, better.
Yeah, my net's in the bag.
Well, it's a nice fish, huh? What type of carp?
Red breast. They're very common, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. First fish for the day, red breast tilapia. Had a little bit of Kiana with Parabe and the ball, and this took plain white floaty with the white dough. As well, eh?
No, no.
All right, guys. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. Sash got a nice, you call it a red breast,
Yeah.
carp, tilapia. Your granddad caught a nice carp.
And a tilapia. You got two there.
Two.
Yeah, he got
Oh,
carp
my
and a
sister.
tilapia.
So you know, it's the end pig. Braden had a nice fish on there
Yeah, and
that
then
you couldn't
wrap
get
me
through the
around.
snacks. Benny got broken off. And what I saw is nature called me and I was going up and I saw this space and I said, yeah, but there's a lot of trees in front of us. Now I think the closest I'm going to get to bass fishing is when I fish carp in the trees. So I want to make a suggestion, and Braylon said they did catch some fish there previously. I'm 100% sure that we will have a nice time there. Is it fine with you boys?
Yeah, we're good.
100%.
We're good to
We
go.
follow the fish or
No, we follow
we
the
take the
fish.
chance?
We take the chance. There we go.
Ek doen net like 'n tempo card daar.
Benny's outvoted, so we're just going to pack up everything and leave, get a nice spot. Alright guys, so now you know what we said we want to do, and you'll see the reason for what I'm saying is in my mind, fish always comes when the dam has come up for a while, come where the food source are. Now it doesn't matter there to back if trees are always food, so there will be tilapia, barbel, carp, bass, whatever will hold those trees. Now I'm gonna do combat fishing. I've got my 10-pound line on. I'm gonna put 3 or 4 millibombs down there on top of that tree, or right in front of the tree, and when that carp starts running, I must my hit and hold. You know, I think it's gonna be something like when you're fishing on the ridge, then you hit and hold that fish for it to come up and see. But I'm gonna get a bite, and that's the final say. Right. Just putting a few bombs out there, attractive. That's what they're gonna call combat fishing. Guys, now we're ready again. One of the nuclear floats on top, 2 gum tree oozes bottom BMT. That's Bennie and Stutterfit combined. And the reason for me not going for too much color is the clarity of the water. It tends to spook the fish too much if you've got this overpowering fluorescence. So that's my go-to. I threw some feed out right next to the tree for the combat. So this one is going. Can you kak? Ja, ek dink ek het dit nodig.
Mooi gooi, maar good luck. Laat hom maar kom raai boot.
That's the boom. Dann beißt er dazu. Okay. Slowly. Come this way, bro.
Dat was leuk. Dit verdwijnt. Ja, het is een mooi stukje al, hè. Uit de naast kant op. And the thing is with this clear water, it's spooky.
It's very so.
Enough. Yeah, guys, there's nothing in the place of experience. Now the uncle, I think it's your 3rd or 4th fish, uncle.
Yeah, the 3rd one.
3rd one. I haven't had a bite. Same with Bennie. Rylan has 1 bite, and Sashin has gotten 1 bite. So we're gonna check now what the uncle is doing. It's a proper fish. Yeah. Very nice fish. Well done.
So we got this carp on Gumtree and Bennie on the ball. Top hook was a Bennie float and bottom hook a Bennie float.
Ek loop hom tot daar by die rokonde.
Ja, maar net loop met hom binne.
Okay, maar die slang op die afstand.
Hè?
Slang op die afstand.
Wat is slange man? Waarvan praat jy?
I think I pulled the hammy. My rod is about 10-15 meters away, and because of the structures in front, you don't have time to waste, like you can hear. So if that policeman goes, you go, like Usain Bolt. Yeah, this will be my first fish in this dam and in KZN. So what a privilege.
I just want to say, Bennie is not going to thaw a hammy, he thaw a fat.
And that's nice to say. That's nice to say. Boom! Shot.
Yeah, I just want to say that you'll see the carp are very nippy, and the reason for that being is this tranquil water. I mean, they see you from 10 meters away, so every time we walk to the fish, it just goes on. And that makes them very spooky, and the reason for that being is all that. So we need to fine tune the baits as well.
Yeah, definitely. This one I caught, I put Kiana on the ball, and on the top that new gumtree oozer.
Yes.
Only the oozer, because my whole idea is to fish, but to get the bait to stand out.
Okay.
So
Well, it's done its bit.
It's done it bit, thanks.
Klein karnalie. What's a karnalie in English? Lekker my lolly. They say slowly but surely. We've got a few guys here that's part of the locals, and they said the wind will pick up a little bit later, and I think that's what we need for the water that's so clear, because they're very, very skittish. But with this one made a mistake, and I'm very grateful. Yeah. Alright, this one is also on the gumtree oozer. All I did is put 2 gumtree oozers on, and on the millibomb I gave it a squirt of chop chop, because Braylon and Sashin says that it's a sweet, and the fruity flavors are very good here. And like I said, the color, I don't want to put too much color in for them to really get skittish. Oh, but they fight. Small fish like this. I said to Bennie now, I want to see what happens if we pick a proper proper fish up, because we combat fishing between the trees, the snags, and I think you've got more than double trouble when you get a proper fish on. The lacquer part of Sensations reels obviously is a drag system. You can hear that I'm fishing with my tactical 10 foot, and yeah, what a rod, eh? Aí, come. Come on. Okay. There we go. Well, that's ultimately my first fish in Albert Falls. I'm very chuffed. Thanks, Brady.
Well done, sir.
You'll see there, I mean I pulled this fish proper. The mouths are very hard. You know, it's not a soft, look at that. It's a very, very hard mouth. So I think you can horse it a bit, you know, as you get it on, because, you know, it's not going to give you a chance. This one is about, what I would say, 1.5 kilos. Not a big fish, but welcome any time. Alright, let's put this one into the bag and put that chop chop out again.
This is what I'm doing. I'm using 2 gumtree flats without dough at the back, so it's to keep the bait as light as possible. And then on the ball I have the Kiana, and that's it. The soft flavors and the oozes, and that's what I'm doing at this stage.
Guys, we've had to move our spot earlier on because of the snags. I think almost everybody who was sitting around the bend got snagged and lost a trace or two. And we've come out into a little bit more open water, although there's a lot of trees around. And I think the difference on this side is that we haven't seen much activity in terms of the fish spawning. So we're targeting fish that are not interested in spawning, but those that are interested in feeding. And I've had this rod out, typical Albert Falls, playing for 45 minutes odd, and goes off like a steam train. Fishing on here, banjo floaty, white doe, and a plain white floaty with a little white doe. And on the ball was has-been, banjo, and red GP. Giving away a few secrets, but it's what brings fish into the net. I think one of the best rods that Sensations come out with is the short range of rods. And for those of you who haven't fished with a 10-foot, I mean, it is an absolutely beautiful rod. I fish my 10 at 90, 105 normally, and it's a very, very soft tip that allows you to play the smaller fish, and play the bigger fish. And as you can see, I mean, this is a decent fish, and the tip on this rod definitely helps to tire out the fish. So it's into the tree there. I have to put some real pressure on this to get it out. How the falls movements. The Sensation nets, I think it makes it a lot easier to net your fish because of the diameter, the size of the net, and the fact that it's a rubberized snagless net makes all the difference. Okay, here's one of Albert Falls' beauties. Get that back into the net, and let's get another.
Dis die krokodille nie, né? Come on. Come on. You mice. Ah, man. Combat fishing, that's what's going on here. But let me walk, let's see. Yes! But this was a buster. It's one of those fish that don't know answers, so only ask. beetje vat hierin. Alright, dus nou hier waar ons omdraai.
This is my second fish, and Schalk just lost a big fish there. I think the difference, to be quite honest, between us on this stage, I'm sprinting faster than him to the rods, and that's the only thing, because of the snags, is the oak that gets first to his rods can tighten it and hold it back from the snags, can land his fish. But yeah, I won't get in that deep as a Schalk. You guys know my fear for snakes, and I'm not gonna test the crocs in this dam. Ooh. That's it. John on the ball, the 2 gumtree oozes, and it seems to be working. I'm gonna put my second rod closer to that spot and see if we can get more fish in a shorter time. Oh yeah, and Schalk didn't take it very well, but I said I'm faster than him on our age, but the proof will be in the pudding at the end. We're going to put say pegs 20 meters away, and we'll do a race, and let's see who wins.
You know what, when people are talking and after they've spoken, then they actually believe what they said. Now listen to this. The explanation for him getting the fish out, look at us. I mean, I'm soaking wet, he's dry. That's the distance that he has to run, and he's fast. He says he's faster. Yeah, I didn't get to my rod proper because he's the fast one. Now, I mean, please.
Let me explain. You have 3-4 meters and you couldn't even hold your fish. I have 10 meters. It's
Benny, wipe your mouth. It's running
Let's
out.
see on the end. We're going to put it out 20 meters, 10 meters.
We'll have a race afterwards.
Okay, 15
we'll have
meters.
A race.
We'll have
No, 15. No, I'm not going to. 50 meters.
No, that's 50. I'll die.
15.
I'll take the bokkie for 50.
Okay, 15 meters. Right, it looks like we're catching the fish on the gumtree oozes. One on the top hook, one on the bottom hook with a little small piece of almond dough, and then 2 squirts of chop chop on the bottom. And what I am doing is, you've got a shrub there, so I'm casting in between the shrub and this little tree, and around about, I would say about 70-75 meters. So they're in that vicinity there. The one that's lying next to the tree is not eating, so I don't know what's going on there, but let's do it.
In between the sticks, like more nice time. Did you see the speed I moved with? It's all in a speed. Did you guys see the speed on the camera? I don't even think they caught me on camera. It's like, I'm like lightning today. Ooh. But on a serious note, you have to be, because if you see in front all the snags there, and I'll ask them to show you now. So if you got it on, you can't give the fish a meter. So the area I'm fishing in, just here at the back, you'll see it's a little bay, 2 trees in front and 1 at the back, and I'm actually putting my my bait in the middle of that section. And now the baits are coming fast and furious.
Like he's running. It looked like Sonic when he pulled away there. not just a little blur. Ek dink ons kol was reg.
Ja, nee, jou kol was nie reg, hy was perfek. Ons ja,
Ek moet hier uitkry by die, jy weet wat ou. Ja, dat ding. Dis hoor, want ek wil nou nie uit vis. As jy vir die skou maar.
jy moet ons weer probleem.
Ja. Wel dan dit daar. Ja, maar is mooi.
Beautiful.
Alright, yeah.
Beautiful. I know somebody that always says to me, beautiful. I'm beautiful.
Alright, as you can see, I think it was all in his speed. Bennie got on top of his rod in about 3.2 seconds. But what he's caught here is a fully scaled mirror. Now let me just show you this beautiful fish. Now what we call by that is, you can see that it's all big scales. All the tiny scales is not there. It's only a little cluster there. And on that side there's nothing. So a fully scaled mirror, it's one of the more rare fish that you've caught. So you've caught a beautiful carp. Well done.
Something that reminds me of myself.
I think Bennie is maybe having a little bit of tea there at the back.
Vrystaat tea.
Right, well done Bennie.
Thank you.
Nice fish.
Privilege,
There we
privilege, privilege.
Yeah, well done. Yes, maar daai is 'n lekker my lolly. What a unbelievable fishing. We are fishing right against the tree. So the bass guys always say in the sticks. So we're fishing in the sticks, and the moment that policeman comes up, either you're there or you're not, it's not going to give you a second chance. So this one, I actually got to him real fast. I see Bennie is on as well, but it's that supersonic movements of his. He's like Usain Bolt, from 0 to 100 in about 55 minutes. Kom ek kry kom wragtig oor hy boom. Ryk na wyn. Oh, lekker. The nice part of this little seema is the drag system. It's butter smooth. You can see that the moment that fish turns, it just goes chick chick. Look at that. So there's no way that you will lose the fish like this. And they're very feisty. Oh, lekker my lolly. And with a beautiful little tactical short range rod, I think the combination is like superb. Thank you, Brayley. Oh, that's a nice fish, Bennie. That's a nice fish. Right, Bennie, why are you punting like that? Is it the speed that you moved?
It's a takeoff day. I heard, just heard. It took me 55 minutes to get to my rod.
You know,
I can't wait for this afternoon. I'm going to smash you over 15 meters. I'm going to smash you.
have you ever seen a warthog running away? You just see the mud and everything going. But it went well.
It ends well, at least.
Beautiful fish, Brayley. Yes, thanks to you guys. And there goes that other little Brayley. Go and catch that fish. Woo, now it's on like a scone.
Go proper. He was moving when I got to him. Now that is the main reason Benny has to run so fast. If you give these fish 2-3 seconds to start running with your policeman, they are in the trees and stuck on the other side of the trees and we can't pull them back through.
Alright guys, on the one side I'm fishing with Chop Chop, and then Benny started with the Kiana, so I put the best of both worlds with the 2 Gumtree oozers. And of course I must do the fairy dust just to color it in, and that's the whole story for me for today.
Ja. Fout hem maar. Dat is op een schip. Oh, I can't fish like this. My route is going. He's chasing me, can't catch me anyway.
Ach, please man, I ankle tapped him.
And when I passed, he ankle tapped me. And I don't know in English, hoe say je, neergeslaan in the water. Fun and games.
He fell his wheel nuts off. Dan weer sy moer.
Can I just have my...
I must go and put my rod in, so cheers.
No. Now fishing is getting like rugby. It's a contact sport now. But I can tell you, in the weather like today, it's very welcome to fall into the water. It's really hot and humid, and our Transvaal oudjies aren't used to this type of weather. Had a very nice day. And the thing is, it can see you. That makes it difficult.
Right guys, you know, there's a saying, and I always say that the wind's my friend. The wind is becoming, I don't know what, I think this is the east side, I'm not 100% sure that the wind is coming from. And the moment the wind picked up, the bites went better. I think because of the clarity, you know, the shininess of the water got a little bit more grey, and then the fish just started biting better. So we're very thankful for the wind. Wind is always good. Right guys, now we really got some temper. I would say around about just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it goes. I think they started picking up the feed. We're fishing SVB Extreme that I love to fish. custard powder, like we said, the Gumtree oozes, and just the ooze on every hook. And then on the bottom, the best of both worlds, a squirt of chop chop and Kiana on top of that. It's not big fish, it's a typical 1.5 to 2 kilo fish, but we're having a blast. Like we said, the wind came up a bit, it's blowing. We saw now the southeasterly wind, and unbelievable. Into our face, not a hard wind, about a 10 kilometer wind that the fish are eating.
Benny's just busy organizing the braai, so decided to get one of the fish out on his rods. It's a netja. Okay, well done to you.
Well done. Teamwork here. It's teamwork here.
Yeah guys, we're having fun. Thank you for having us, for Sashan especially, and for Braylon. They took their whole day off to come and help us and assist us, and we're having a good time. We actually put the charcoal on now. We're going to start drying. That's part of our tradition. We bring a little bit of Transvaal to you guys. So what are we going to do? We're going to do some, we call it a wood steak or a plankie steakie.
Wood steak.
A wood steak. Isn't that what you call it?
Wood steak. That's directly been translated. Directly. But wood steak will do wood steak.
Wood steak of plankie steak. Né? And then we've got some ribs, and then garlic bread.
Garlic bread, yes.
Yeah, and yeah, we're going to have some lekker chow. And that 15-meter dash, Nana. Daai gevoel is koud met.
Ja.
little bit forward.
Go a little bit further, the rocks are deeper.
The fish is about a half a meter before you. Lekker my lolly.
Awesome. Well done.
Dankie Beton.
Well done, uncle.
Uncle. This is a family program, so I can't say what I want to say. Alright guys, you saw Benny's fully scaled mirror nana. Now this is mine. The second one for the day, and it's beautiful.
It's
something special. It's a very special fish.
It's beautiful.
So let's put this one in the net. Like I said, we started the fire, and we're gonna do a nice and traditional Transvaal braai.
Ek kan net nog 'n bietjie verduidelik.
Now Benny,
This is my part. I love this. I'm built for this.
there's a saying that says never trust a skinny cook, and that's why Benny is always with me. Then we eat properly.
Yeah, but with two cooks.
Two cooks. Alright, boys, like I said, boys and girls, like I said, you know, we've got a spice sponsor. The meat we bought, lekker broodrolletjies, garlic rolls, and some potato salad,
Lekker.
and some, what do you call this? Your rosemary.
Koriander. Nee,
Coriander.
rosemary.
Nice rosemary and a rib. So we're gonna start everything. We're gonna do some lekker chow. We're gonna invite the boys to come and have a nice sit down.
Pop, 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 pop. And now we start. Now we need some mud tires to get these fish out of that snags. But that's what happened if you prepare to risk fishing in the snags like we do. You have to know that at some stage you're gonna you will never ever win the whole series. So yeah, stuck. But I'm not going in like Schalk and try to get this. I'll rather pull and see if we can. There's crocs in. I saw photos of crocs this big here, so I'm not going in here. Oh. Beep! As you can see, I've taken off the dough and I've realized. As you can see, I've changed long time ago. I've taken off the dough because this morning I thought that if I do the long dough it will be a natural type of presentation, but I realized that the lighter the presentation, the bigger the fish gets. So we now on one gumtree oozer of still doing the Kiana, and then I've taken Schalk's chop, put it on there, because you must learn from the best. So now it's working lekker.
I gaan dit nie so sê. The problem is, some guys has to do all the work. Keep the bait tray, keep the trays. He's fishing, I must braai. Hey.
Actually busy braaiing, and then next moment the rod just went stiff, and yeah, on again. I think this is a better size fish, and we didn't change anything today. As the wind started to blow, we just put more concentrate on. And the chop, I think the chop helps a lot, especially when the wind is blowing. We usually use the chop, and yeah, as you can see, here's the result. Fish on again.
Yeah.
Papa! Thank you! That's a better sized fish, fully scaled.
you see the difference between this and braaiing is when you senior management and I'm junior management. You can fish and I must work, so I'll do the braai vleis, you can do the lekker work.
That's big words, but you're burning our braai vleis.
Go put your fish back. My brand vanaf, hè? We are using Spiceologist's Spices Bull Dust. This is especially for the rump steaks and the heavy meats. And then we've got one that we call Lamborghini for the lamb. But I mix them, and what an awesome spice. So you can put them on quite liberally. Oh, and it's a huge and it's a nice flavor. So yeah, one of those. Push that one open. Put the Lamborghini and turn. So yeah, that's our recipe for our wooden steaks that we're going to put on, or flanky steak. And you can see this fire is awesome. Alright, now luckily you've got a shop called Woolworths, and they've got the nicest garlic breads, you know, for that what do we call it, a side salad?
A side salad, yeah. Yeah, bread's a side salad.
So, yeah. So that's a lekker garlic rolls. We're busy with the ribbitjie still. The steaks has come brilliantly. And we're about 5 minutes away from eating.
One quiet this side, sir.
Ja, but yeah, we want to what is it about the meat? The meat and the meat, yeah.
One or two. And garlic bread roll.
What do you think of the album, Bennie?
Yeah, I will come back.
Let's get it first.
Ja, nee, maar gewoon ik kan van ons.
Jy lyk vir my 'n bietjie baie trots. Ah, it's flaky.
I'm so desperate from watching the world.
Yeah, you know that already.
Sorry.
So whilst we were eating, Schalk's rod decided to take off into the trees, and I had a quick dash to the rod there before it did take us into the trees. And yeah, I'm playing a very nice carp on Schalk's rod here.
Now, we are busy now with the catch of the day, you know, the fish of the day. We were busy braaiing and entertaining the guys with some lamb ribs and a nice lekker steak, soft juicy steak, and garlic bread rolls, and Bennie's reel went. Now this is a special fish, it's a very nice fish, so while we're braaiing, we're catching fish. So if you want to enjoy yourself here by Albert Falls, bring a little braai, bring some meat. Lekker stuff. Ja.
Ja.
Zo. Dit maar eens gezond. Hè. Now Bennie, I think that is around about fish number 20.
Ja, easily.
Easily between Bennie and myself, we caught about 20 carp.
Ja.
And what an awesome
The bait of the day.
The bait of the day.
The bait of the day
Is what?
is definitely those country oozes, man. How can I forget it? Country oozes for me, and Kiana on the ball, And I know you put something magic on as well.
Yeah, I did the chop and then a Kiana over that magic powder, the normal custard powder. I think, you know, two gum tree oozes on one on each hook.
Yeah.
And
Without dough?
Without dough.
Yeah, without dough. No.
And we had a brilliant time. So it's 3 o'clock. We're gonna go around for a meet and greet. On the other side, I think it's Slipway 1 if I'm not mistaken. But we had an awesome time. Benny, thank you.
Thank you for bringing me or flying me in from
We imported him from the Transvaal.
from Transvaal in KZN. But we'll be back.
We'll be back. We'll be back. Guys, Braylon, what an honor to fish with you.
Thank you so much, sir.
It was
really honored
awesome,
to be with you, sir.
and I think next time we'll do it 50-50, bass and a carp thing.
Perfect. That's
Love
perfect.
it.
100%.
So sweet.
That's
Such a privilege
Always.
fishing with you again.
always.
You know, it's a man of stature that always keeps his word and can fish. And a youngster that's not coming, he can. And my friend, Jake the Snake. You know, what a privilege to be here. And, you know, I saw Braylon fishing with his granddad. And there's no other sport that allows that. So, you guys, thank you very, very much. Summary of the day. Passie, what will you say?
It's not how many bites you get, but how many fish you get to the net.
How dare you drive, but how you ride?
No, it was a good day. I think the move definitely did the trick, and knowing what to do when you're around structure, I think is the key to fishing a dam that's full at the moment.
Yes.
And I think both Schalk and Bennie did that to the T. I mean, you guys mastered fishing in between the trees, and it definitely paid off. Definitely paid off. So well done to you guys. And
Thank you. You know what? At the end of the day, it's all about fishing. Braylon asked me a very important question. He said, "Why did you feel that this is the fishing place?" And I always said, "Trust your gut." There's a little voice inside that makes you think fish, and that's what all that we did. And we just wants to catch fish. So, for the privilege of being here, Benny, thank you very much.
No, it's my honor to be here. You did so much to get me here, and I'm having a blast. A blast. Yeah. I'm coming back again.
For the guy that fell his wheel nuts off. So till next time, the next one, volume 78, we're gonna travel again. Natal, thank you for having us, and it was an awesome experience.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And there's just one last thing. Benny thought that I forgot about the dash.
Oh, no. I'm prepared. I had some lucky meat. No.
Because he said in no uncertainties that he's faster than me in 15 meters. Alright, so is it on?
It's on.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.